Inside Tehran's Imam Khomeini Grand Musalla, the coffins of Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, members of his family, and senior military commanders lie draped in the Iranian flag. The funeral has begun. Over the coming days, millions are expected to join processions across Iran before the final burial in Mashhad on July 9. Foreign leaders are expected. The country's military is on its highest alert, and Israel and the United States will be watching every single move. Because this is no ordinary state funeral. It is unfolding under the shadow of a fragile ceasefire. As millions gather to bid farewell to the man who led Iran for decades, Tehran has delivered a chilling warning to Washington and Tel Aviv. Do not make a single mistake. Iran says any attack during the funeral week will invite devastating retaliation. So, is this simply a security warning or the calm before another storm? While Tehran mourns, Israel has made it clear it still reserves the right to strike Iran again if it believes the threat remains. And in Washington, President Donald Trump claimed the United States had given Iran, and I quote, a week off because we are nice. Well, for now, the guns are silent, but the ceasefire remains fragile. And one mistake could turn this funeral into the beginning of another war. Because beneath the sea of black flags, mourning crowds, and the military honors, this isn't just about saying goodbye. It's about power, it's about deterrence, and it's about sending a message to the world. Even before the funeral ceremonies began, Iran's top military commander Ali Abdullahi warned the United States and Israel not to miscalculate. He said any attack during this period would trigger a harsh retaliation from Iran's armed force. The message was unmistakable. Touch Iran now and expect consequences. This warning came just a day after Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi vowed an immediate and powerful response to any threat against Iran's leadership. In other words, the war may have paused, but the threats haven't. And that's exactly why this funeral matters. For Iran, this is far more than a burial of a leader. It is a display of national unity, a show of strength after months of devastating conflict. State television has broadcast images of massive crowds, military honors, and emotional scenes from Tehran. Security has been tightened across the country. Temporary airspace restrictions have been imposed over Tehran, Mashhad, and other key cities. Military units remain on maximum alert because everyone knows the funeral week is also one of Iran's most vulnerable moments. The chants of death to America and death to Israel echoing through the opening ceremonies are a reminder that emotions remain raw. And at the same time, Washington and Tehran are trying to preserve an uneasy ceasefire. Neither side appears eager to return to full-scale war. But in one of the world's most volatile regions, peace can disappear in an instant. One missile, one assassination, one military miscalculation. That's all it could take. The world is watching, and what happens during this funeral week may determine whether the Middle East remains at an uneasy peace or once again descends into war. Well, that's a wrap from my side. Thank you so much for watching, and I am Muskan, signing off for Times Now Digital. Until next time, keep watching this space for more such videos.